In the shadow of Geneva, under the Earth's floor, lies a wonder of human creativity and a probable harbinger of destruction. The Large Hadron Collider. It is a manual of logical research, permitting researchers to look at the subatomic world wide, in the end prompting the revelation of the mysterious God molecule. A long time in the past, but presently eminent physicist Brian Cox has as of past due made a chilling statement that dispatched surprise waves at some stage within the logical neighborhood vicinity. Something disturbing has been diagnosed at CERN, something that would have effects an extended way beyond our information. Has our venture for information set us on an impact course with disaster? Go together with us as we dig into the pit of this logical puzzle. Be that as it is able to, before we bounce into the declaration, understanding what's molecule gas pedals the good-sized Hadron Collider LHC worked by means of CERN. Its miles a 17M ring of superconducting magnets and the world's largest and most strong atom smasher. IT addresses the zenith of human logical accomplishment. Truth be informed, it is so sturdy that it can reproduce the very states of the universe's advent to the world. But must the system supposed to open the insider information of the universe maintain the important thing to something undeniably greater dismal? CERN, installed in 1954, is one among the global's most renowned exam institutions, with 23 collaborating states and a massive number of researchers. It's miles a middle hub for cooperation and development. The LHC is CERN's chief venture, yet it is only one phase of a large organization of gas pedals and experiments. Agree with a route, but not for automobiles or ponies. This track is for subatomic debris, and it's a race against life itself. The LHC accelerates protons to almost the speed of light, sending them on a crash route that impersonates the electricity of the universe on the hour of the Recollect detonation. The impacts make temperatures 1 million times warmer than the center of the solar. A large range of magnets guide the protons on their excursion, whilst mind-boggling cooling frameworks preserve the magnets at temperatures chillier than area. These include 1232 dipole magnets, which twist the shafts, and 392 quadrupole magnets, which attention the bars. Only before effect, one greater shape of magnet is used to press the debris nearer together to increment the possibilities of influences. The errand of cow them to effect is just like terminating needles 6 mil separated, with such accuracy that they meet. The accuracy required is incredible. The innovation unrivaled. The LHC's plan is a wonder of designing. It includes 2 close by equal pillar strains that lie stowed away 574 feet beneath the floor, protected from the world's radiation. On this underground international, the entire framework is cooled to a temperature of 456 degrees Fahrenheit, chillier than the vacuum of room itself. This cold climate is important for the superconducting magnets to paintings ideally. The pillars in the LHC are made to crash at 4 regions throughout the gas pedal ring, equating to the places of 4 molecule indicators: CMS, ALICE, and LHCb. Each fills an great want, investigating diverse components of molecule fabric science. Collectively, they pass about as epic cameras capturing depictions of those affects. Researchers then clear out through the trash, seeking out indicators of the diffused Higgs boson, otherwise known as the God molecule, and particular peculiarities CLU to the universe's vital shape. It's like finding out an inestimable jigsaw puzzle, one wherein the quantities are imperceptible and the photograph is hard to understand. By concentrating on the microcosm, we advantage bits of understanding into the cosmos. However, with every response comes every other inquiry, and with each revelation another check. The LHC isn't clearly a logical device. It is a demonstration of human interest and development. It typifies our decided quest for facts and our craving to recognize the essential powers that shape our universe. But as we push the bounds of what we understand, we have to moreover don't forget the moral and existential inquiries that emerge. What are the dangers of inspecting the unexplored international? Could our venture for know-how coincidentally open powers we cannot manage? Control in the sacred corridors of CERN, where the boundaries of human understanding are usually pushed, a disclosure has arisen that sends a shudder down the spine of even the most organized SCI researchers. Brian Cox, a preceding scientist at CERN and a voice of expert within the realm of particle bodily era, has as of late made a declaration that has left the sector every intrigued and unlucky. Cox's words reverberate with an unpleasant clarity. The goal of CERN's Big Ron Collider is to breed a smaller than anticipated large explosion. Sure, you heard that proper, a smaller than predicted shape of the very occasion that delivered forth our universe. The physicists likewise passed off to make experience of the ramifications of this objective, offering the LHC's extraordinary potential for making new disclosures. This incorporates its functionality to open the mysteries of the Higgs boson and the studies of darkish relay, a perplexing substance that makes up an essential element of the universe. Take into account holding the stress of creation for your draw close. The capacity to invoke the actual pith of the universe is a tempting possibility. Be that as it could, one loaded with peril. The smaller than expected Big Bang isn't really a hypothetical concept. It is a large fact within the LHC. The temperatures, the tensions, the crude electricity, all duplicate the states of the universe's early degrees. It's like final at the earliest days of recorded records, seeing the creation of presence itself. However, with such energy comes responsibility, and the inquiry poses a capacity danger. Consider a situation wherein something turns out badly, something grew to turn out to be out badly. As a matter of reality, returned in 1978, the Russian physicist Anatoly Borsky encountered a disaster that could generally modify the path of his lifestyles. In 1978, Borsky turned into chipping away on the U-7 synchrotron at the business enterprise for high-electricity bodily technological know-how in Proino, Russia. A breakdown brought about his head by way of the way getting into the instant manner of a proton shaft. The pillar, with an energy that opposes information, went through his cranium, entering the rear of his head and leaving through his nostril. Borsky's revealed into first rate, he observed a streak extra exceptional than 1,000 suns. However, he had no concerns. The pillar's way left a path of annihilation, eating tissue and bone. But he stayed cognizant and truly even walked to the center for treatment. The final outcomes became both sickening and entrancing. The pillar's manner caused restrained tissue passing, main to the dearth of hearing in one ear and midway facial loss of motion. However, amazingly, Bugorsky's scholarly ability stayed in salvageable shape, and he proceeded along with his logical vocation. This incident is not virtually a man or woman misfortune, but a preventative tale that highlights the good-sized electricity and in all likelihood chance of particle gasoline pedals. The dangers of a particle gasoline pedal just like the LHC aren't to be messed with. The capability for unanticipated reactions, the real texture of reality being manipulated, these aren't the stuff of sci-fi but rather true problems voiced by some in the academic community. The universe's mysteries are simple toys in addition to gadgets of significant power. One of the most disturbing and enrapturing issues associated with the LHC's exams is the danger of creating a smaller than predicted black hole. Dark openings are locals of spacetime wherein gravity is strong to such in volume that no longer even mild can get a long way from their cosmic vacuum cleaners, the devourers of stars, the mysterious factors that hide in the shadows of our universe. That the LHC could be able to make this kind of substance even on a minuscule scope is terrifying for the ordinary population and experts. The same ought to this black hole broaden wildly, gulping the Earth from inside. However, researchers at CERN have guaranteed that any black hole made would be temperamental and vanish almost right now. The faraway danger has lighted discussions, fears, and a sense of lovable at the electricity we lease. It is crucial to apprehend how the LHC ought to make a black hole. It has to do with the key mechanics of particle gasoline pedals. When protons are beaten collectively at almost the speed of mild, the energy added is pinnacle-notch to the factor that it twists the texture of spacetime itself. Imagine a trampoline prolonged tight, and then a considerable burden dropped onto it. The feeling twists, bends, and, assuming the burden is way enough, it can make a wretchedness so profound that whatever close by might be introduced into it. That may be a quick-sighted illustration for what should arise inside the LHC. Inside the realm of quantum physical technology, where the pointers of the universe are both atypical and top-notch, there exists a hypothesis that more factors might be hid interior our fact. If those factors exist, the LHC's influences need to take gain of them, making a gravitational pipe that structures a tiny black hole. This confounding dance of debris has even grabbed the eye of some across the world famous researchers, particularly the late Stephen Hawking. In his e-book, He recommended of a scenario in which the Higgs boson may want to become temperamental at quite excessive energy degrees. This shakiness could result in a devastating vacuum rot, a grandiose event that could no longer absolutely obliterate the Earth, however the complete universe itself. Sir Martin Rees, the appeared English cosmology and astrophysicist, communicated his non-public pursuits about the tests led at CERN in his e-book. He investigated the feasible risks associated with atom smasher tests, alongside with those that situation his words. They were not just preventative. They were touched with a sense of existential fear. He noted a worst-case scenario possible where a disastrous research ought to make a scenario referred to as vacuum precariousness. This shakiness ought to, in speculation, is precipitated a stage improvement that could echo through the actual texture of spacetime, the final effects and significant calamity that could inlet the entire universe. Rees' interests were no longer limited to hypothetical perception. He relegated a chance to these devastating effects, but a low one in any case. Even a microscopic possibility, he contended, could offer us the possibility to forestall and suppose. The stakes are unfathomably high, and the component for mistake is razor-thin. The researchers at CERN have calculated meticulously and continue to refine their experiments to minimize risks. They work tirelessly to ensure the safety of not only the experiments themselves but also the surrounding environment and humanity as a whole. Yet, despite these precautions, the potential consequences of the LHC's experiments remain a subject of debate and concern. Critics argue that the risks, however small, are too significant to ignore. They fear that even a slight miscalculation or unforeseen event could lead to catastrophic outcomes, such as the creation of a stable black hole or the initiation of a vacuum decay process. These concerns raise important ethical and philosophical questions about the pursuit of scientific knowledge and the boundaries of human curiosity. How far should we push the limits of our understanding? What responsibilities do scientists have to ensure the safety of their research? And what safeguards should be in place to prevent unintended consequences? As we grapple with these questions, it is essential to approach scientific exploration with both ambition and caution. While the quest for knowledge drives us forward, we must also acknowledge and respect the potential dangers that come with it. Only through careful consideration and collaboration can we navigate the complex terrain of scientific discovery and ensure a safe and prosperous future for all.